Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Reds electronic cigarette starter kit, which I received from www.happyvapor.com. Before I start though, I must point out I did receive it free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product remains true, honest and accurate as always. Okay, let's go straight ahead and show you what's in the box. Okay, so the Reds starter kit comes in a little presentation box, and when you lift up the lid, inside you're going to find a PCC, which stands for Portable Charging Case. If you take out this section, underneath that you're going to find a user manual, 2 automatic batteries, a USB charging cable, a USB mains adapter, and you're also going to get one box which contains 10 blank KR808D cartomizers. Now these are blank, so you will need to fill them up with e-liquid before you start to use them. Okay, so I'm going to start off then by showing you the PCC, or portable charging case. Now for those who aren't aware, a PCC has an internal battery which once you fully charge it, it stores enough power to be able to charge around sort of 4 or 5 of the actual Red electronic cigarette batteries. So that means that in theory you should be able to sort of, put this in your pocket in the morning, go out for the day and not have to sort of worry about battery life at all. On the base you're going to find a mini USB port which is used for charging the internal battery, and on the front a little display which is going to give you some information about how much battery life the internal battery has left. So if I tap the button once, it's let me know that I've got pretty much a fully charged internal battery. Inside the PCC you can store 3 of the cartomizers plus a fully assembled Red, so it's going to be the cartomizer actually attached to the battery, and that will slide all the way down to the bottom. The hole next to that is used for charging a battery, so you can charge a battery and also have a fully assembled one in there all ready to go. To charge a battery, you've just got to drop it into the hole, screw it all the way in, and this is a little bit fiddly, especially if you've got quite big hands like myself. And it should be alright now. And once it's in place, you've just got to press and hold this button down for a few seconds, and then the light will start flashing to let you know that it's just sort of checking the battery. And it should turn red if it's going to charge, which it does, and also the LED on top of the battery will light up as well. And then that's it. You can just put that in your pocket and it's going to be charging the battery up for you. Okay, so as far as I can tell, the Red is compatible with all sort of KR808Ds. This actual battery though is a lot smaller than any other KR808 that I've come across. And when it's fully assembled, it is sort of pretty much around the same size as a traditional tobacco cigarette. It's an automatic battery, and on the end there you have your LED, which is going to light up each time you inhale. I'm not too sure what the milliamp hour rating of the battery is. I can't find that information anywhere, but because it is quite small, I wouldn't have thought it's going to be any higher than around sort of 120 milliamp hours tops. Very nice and simple to use though, especially aimed at a beginner, very nice and simple. Just got to fill the cartomizer up with some e-liquid and then screw the 2 pieces together, and that's it, you can have a vape. Okay, so that is the Red. Let's go ahead and see what it vapes like. Okay, so that is the Red's electronic cigarette starter kit, and what I'll do now is go ahead and show you in action. Now, like I said in the close-up shots, the kit comes with empty cartomizers, so you will need to fill them up with some e-liquid before you start to use them. So what I've done is I've taken one of the brand new cartomizers out of the pack, filled it up with my usual tobacco flavoured e-liquid. It's 18 milligram strength, and it's a PG based e-liquid. Now you can see, like vapor wise, it's actually considering it's just like a little sort of cigarette, like the actual vapor production is really good. Now I don't know if these are sort of genuine KR808D cartomizers or just sort of compatible ones, but I do find that these are pretty good for bringing out the flavour of your e-liquids. Now I'm using the same sort of tobacco flavoured e-liquid that I use sort of all day, every day, and so I can sort of get a good sort of idea of whether the flavour is sort of coming out nice and strong compared to sort of other devices. It's not quite up there with the flavour of for example, a Genesis style atomizer, but nevertheless, I'm still getting plenty of nice flavour out of it. The throat hit, you know, suffers a little bit. I like to have a really nice sort of strong kick in the back of my throat when I'm vaping, and I'm getting more of a sort of faint sort of slap, I suppose, really, rather than a nice sort of kick. No, so you are getting a throat hit, but for me personally, you know, it's more on the mild side, let's put it that way. The battery life, you know, bearing in mind the size of the battery, and obviously the smaller the battery, the shorter the battery life. You know, so battery life isn't going to be amazing. And like based on how much I normally vape, you know, I can probably go through one of these batteries in around sort of 2 hours. If you're a chain vapor, you're probably going to cane it in around sort of 40 minutes. But you have to sort of bear in mind though that it's got the portable charging case, so if you can get into the habit of every time you finish having a vape, put it back into the charging case, and when you next go to have a vape, you've got a fully charged battery again. So even though obviously battery life isn't amazing, you know, you have got the portable charging case, so really battery life isn't too much of an issue. The slight sort of negative for me is the switch. For me, it's just not sensitive enough. Now, normally KR808D batteries are pretty good for the automatic sort of switch side of things, but I'm finding with this one, I'm having to sort of you know, suck quite hard to get it to activate, and then sort of try and maintain that sort of level of draw to be able to get it to stay activated throughout the length of my inhale. You know, I can't really sort of take a nice sort of light relaxed drag. I am having to sort of make a conscious effort of sort of sucking a bit harder than what I normally would do, and you know, to keep it activated and to keep it activated throughout the length of the inhale. So that's where it's sort of a bit of a negative for me personally. If you like sucking hard, then shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so get on to the scores then. You know, for the looks, you know, it's quite a nice looking little e-cig. It's obviously not really meant to be flash looking in particular, but you know, the red and the black go quite nicely together. So I give the looks a 7 out of 10. For the vapor production, I think it's actually really good considering it's just like a little cigarette. So I'm quite happy to give that an 8 out of 10. Throw hit for me, bit on the weak side, so I'm going to give that a 6. The battery life again is going to be, so I'm going to give it I'll give it a 6, but you know, just obviously bear in mind that it has got the portable charging case, so you know, really battery life shouldn't be sort of too much of an issue, even if you are sort of quite a heavy vapor. And what's the last is the switch. I'm going to have to give it another 6 because for me it's just not sensitive enough, and I like to be able to just take a nice sort of relaxed inhale without and just sort of be too mindful of you know, sort of, you don't have to sort of suck the life out of it, but you know, definitely you have to sort of maintain that level of, I was going to say suckness, but you know, that level of inhale or draw, I suppose is a better word, you know, to sort of keep it activated throughout the length of your inhale. You know, but you know, overall it's a nice little kit, and if you know, for a beginner, somebody sort of looking to switch from tobacco to electronic cigarettes, you know, I think you'd actually be really happy with this kit. It's a nice little kit to go for. If you do fancy trying one out for yourself, go along to www.happyvapor.com. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.